Do you or someone you love have egg separation anxiety? Every time you go into the kitchen to separate eggs, are you overwhelmed? There's no need to contact your healthcare professional. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 of my favorite ways to separate egg yolks from egg whites. And we'll get into that right after this. If you're new to my channel, my name is Victor, and my channel is Southern Keto, and I help you make your favorite recipes keto and low carb. One of the big things about the keto diet, as well as just cooking in general, is that you need to separate egg yolks and egg whites. And while you can go to the store and buy egg whites, you can't from an egg white is just to use the shell. It's probably the oldest method, and some may say the best. I don't really think so. But you're just going to crack your egg, and if you can see that, this is one reason I don't like it, is because some of those shells will get inside the bowl when you're separating your egg. And you're basically going to go from shell. And that's another reason I don't like it. That was terrible. I'm gonna start over. That was some eggs I bought at the store when I couldn't find any from my local person. And so the shells are really thin and terrible. But basically you're gonna take this and just move the yolk from shell to shell. You just let a little drip out like that. And then when it's about to fall out, just put it in the other shell. Let a little drip out and move it over. And now you got your separated yolks and whites using that method. You never quite get all the whites out though, in my opinion. And that's another reason that I don't like it, because some of the recipes that I do, you really want it to be pretty well separated.
Separated.
Oh, and by the way, if you do get a little piece of eggshell in using that method, like I do, if you just take another eggshell and put it in there, it'll basically attract right to it. Now the next method that you can use is a regular old slotted spoon. So you're gonna crack your egg. It's kind of hard to do on video by myself, but you're gonna take it and just lay that down on the slotted spoon like that. Now it takes a little work doing it this way, but it will work. See how it kind of holds it right there? Like that, you kind of have to do a little work on your own as well. You want to make sure not to break that yolk while you're doing it. So that's another way to separate those. That gets it pretty well separated, but again, not perfect.
Gotta keep them separated.
If you're enjoying this video and you like kitchen hacks like this or keto cooking recipes, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell so that you know anytime I do a new video. Now, if y'all have been watching my channel for a while, you probably know my favorite method. This multi-chopper saves me so much time. It's not just a chopper, it's a multi-use tool. It has so many functions, and I'll leave a link to it down in the description. If you don't have one, you really need to get it. It'll save you a ton of time in the kitchen. Number one, for chopping, unless you're a ninja with your knife skills. But there's just so many other things that it will do, including separating eggs. Now, as you know, doing keto, you use a lot of egg yolks. And they don't come in a carton like the egg whites do. And chances are good that you're not going to make a dish with egg whites and a dish with yolks on the same day. So the thing I really like about this is once it separates, your egg whites will save down there, and you just put these in another container to use right now, or vice versa. So you're just going to take your egg, crack it, and you're just going to drop it right in this little piece right here. You may have to work with it just a little bit, like that. That completely separates the yolk from the white, and if you can see that, separates the egg whites in the bottom where you can store them. So that's super easy. You just take this off and transfer it in with the other yolks. Now this is what the professional chefs do in the big kitchens that have to separate dozens and dozens of eggs. And I absolutely hate doing it this way in my kitchen because my hands just get nasty and I have to wash them way too much and just get egg whites all over the place. But I want to show you what they do. And you might find this is the best way for you. And this is what a lot of chefs do that separate a ton of eggs at a time. But I think if they knew about my favorite method, they'd never do this again. But you crack your egg and you crack dozens of eggs into a big bowl, and you basically just go in with your hands and fish it out. Now this gets quite messy, but it's probably the fastest way to do it. And you can get a good majority of the egg whites out and get it separated pretty well like that. But it is messy. If you don't like to grab the eggs, then I think you'll really like my favorite way to do this. I hope one of these methods works good for you for separating your eggs. And if you're keto and you've used all your egg yolks and you want to know what to do with all the whites, I'm going to put a video right over here to one of the best recipes that I have to use up those egg whites. I hope you thought this video was excellent, and it was no yolk. I hope I didn't scramble your brain from all that information. But thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.